Oh,
hey, welcome guys to the grounds with Giles, Jones, Slagle, Kelsey, and Cappuccino. Today is just the OGs
in studio.
I
mean, on camera.
We on camera?
On the camera, of course. Hey, right underneath me, right there is Uncle Pete. That is the link. Put that in your URL and join us live. The most unique podcast here at 216 Creator Studios. And listen, big shout out to our good friends over at Cars, CARSS here in Crystal Lake. If you need work done on your car, on your automobile, your truck, your SUV, whatever it is that you drive, and you don't have the time to run over to the shop, give Cars a call. They'll actually come pick up your car from work.
That's huge.
Take it to the shop, work on it, finish it, deliver it back to you at work so you can go home, lickety cut, bing, bang, boom, no problems. They are awesome. Whether it's an oil change, whether it's tire rotations, brakes, suspension, motor rebuild, I don't know, all that good stuff. Chris and his team over there at Cars do it. Check them out at carsauto.com. Cars at CARSS auto.com. And let's not forget about our good friends over at Minuteman Press at Crystal Lake.
Yep.
If you need your logo, if you need a name put on a cup, if you need anything for your business that needs to be printed,
or personal for that matter,
banners, name it, all that good stuff. Guess what happens is that yes, they do it all.
Anything and everything you need to get in there in a one-stop shop, basically, which is great. And they're right here in Crystal Lake.
Clothing,
and the best thing about it is they're locally owned and operated. They are a franchise, but they're locally owned and operated, guys. Go in there, check them out. You got Sam, who runs the place, Steve, his great her husband, right? One of the part of the show here. Just absolutely great people. You know, support local. I mean, that's a great way to do it. And you know what? Usually a lot better ideas and a lot less BS.
Yeah,
they can do it
creative.
themselves.
They have
no boundaries.
They've done some work for us here at 216 Creator Studios. Absolutely great stuff. So check them out at Minuteman Press CL. The CL is for Crystal Lake.com, and they'll take care of you. Fantastic team over there. Hey, Shane is in already this morning. Good morning, sister. Welcome in. Hope that you had a great week. So your week. Yeah, good week. What's going on? What's happening?
Me, just it's actually been a good week, but it's been a stressful week. I've got quite a few big projects going on, and a lot of them are coming to fruition. So I'm doing one of these, freaking out, even though there's nothing I can do. Right? Like, I hate that. I'm just so up in arms, so to speak, because I've got so many things going on that I have no control over, and my fallacy of control.
Your phallic?
My phallic symbols of control, but no, just like trying to control things that I can't control. But I mean, it's been a really good week. Good week. I mean, everyone's healthy.
Try the serenity prayer.
Huh?
Try the serenity prayer.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I do. And that's the thing that actually gets me to it when I start thinking about it.
And of course, all the way, she's on vacation. That's why Kelsey is not here, but you see her right there, always and forever. Hey, Kelsey, what's going on?
Good morning.
Well,
can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You look fantastic.
Great.
You sound fantastic.
Are you making fun of me?
No, your picture is beautiful on the screen. I love it.
That is it. How's your week, sister? Good week?
Yeah, it's good. We're just down in Indianapolis. We're going to go to the world's largest funded zoo and then go, where are we going? Oh, to the Dino World for the Corn Museum.
Little man's got to love that.
It sounds good.
Yeah, he's excited.
Cornholio.
That's it.
Nice. And you want to give a plug out to Always and Forever?
Oh, yeah. Always and Forever. Our first charity event actually went really well. We were able to help out one family. So we appreciate everybody showing up. And it's already been out there for next year. It'll be on a Saturday at 7:00. The event's already been created on Facebook, Always and Forever 919. And we're actually possibly going to be partnering up with another nonprofit called Baby Spirit. It's a funeral home that started in 1922 that allows anybody who has lost a child to have free funeral services. So
amazing. That's awesome. Good for you.
Good stuff.
you're doing lots of good stuff in the world that, I really appreciate. And, you're an awesome person, Kels.
Yeah, that's huge.
Hi.
Ashley, sorry.
Huge. Huge.
Stop looking over.
And hey, this guy just come running in.
Cappuccino just come running in.
Cappuccino is sprinting in like a Olympic runner.
I don't know if I would say sprinting.
They weren't quiet. Just running it.
My energy's out of the way. Definitely on a low energy. I'm a little bit of a dark person. A little bitter on
Uh-oh. Sorry to hear that, brother.
Yeah, it's all right. And it's,
It's light, right?
What's happened? What is actually? My week was so busy. I didn't have time to think of a topic or what to talk about. Oh, very good. Let's go.
So how do people get shit done when it's intoxication before breakfast?
How do people what?
You're drunk before breakfast?
Yeah, drunk, wake and bake. How does anybody do it? I woke up this
Kelsey,
morning and I'm like,
wow, what?
I don't understand how anybody can get anything accomplished.
Yeah,
that's a good question. I mean, obviously, there's different levels of what you're saying. I mean, drinking first thing in the morning, I don't get that, but I couldn't function. The wake and bake thing, I mean, obviously, I'm a proponent of THC, not necessarily the wake and the bake type of thing, like baking to get.
Yeah, no, he's up. He's up for a good 5 minutes before he hits the bowl.
Yeah, maybe a sip of tea.
Sip of tea.
It's in his tea. I don't know.
Well, like for me, the term you use, wake and bake, right? I don't wake and bake, but there are certain times that, like, my brain is just not there, right? And a little bit of the THC it'll snap me into the day. It'll get me rolling. For some people, it'll put them asleep, right? Other people, it will wake them up. So that's the whole difference between the different strains.
Around school, wake up, I have my coffee, and maybe in the car with a couple of teammates, we puff tea. And then we go detail boats.
Well, it'd be the cleanest boats ever.
It was
detail oriented, right?
You've been working on that cushion for the last 2 hours.
But after like an hour or an hour and a half of you're locked in, you start fading. You start to crash, right?
Yeah.
So then you get the munchies, then you start crashing. Then everybody starts laughing and nothing's getting done. And then so you have to wash, rinse, repeat. Start all over it. When it comes to weed or whatever the kids say today, I want to say that it's probably a little bit different. It's stronger nowadays and whatever.
Oh, comparatively, yeah.
However, if you're a guy, it's got a message from somebody, like a friend of ours was seen at like 10 o'clock in the morning buying 2 high boys in a company truck going to work. Right? Like,
damn.
How do you do that? And you think about back and you watch TV shows that were in the 60s where everybody had the giant bottle of scotch in their meeting.
Yeah, that was that.
Right?
That was
like,
the norm.
What kind of meeting? What got accomplished in that?
So, it's a good point that you brought that up, right? Because I've thought about that one before. Like, you'll sit down with somebody at lunch and have a cocktail.
Right.
One, right? If you can hold it to one, for me, it's actually a settler. Does that make sense? Right? Like, it'll just calm me down and more focus me. One, right? Because it'll slow the brain down and you'll sit at lunch and relax and enjoy. Sometimes, if not, like, your brain is still working. So you'll sit down, have one. It's having the control to have just that one and not keep going. Because you don't want to
train operator that you are.
Yeah, right.
I'm just having one today.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Bob, good morning. Tim,
Hey,
good morning. Glad
Bob.
to have you with us. And of course, Shayna says the imbibing before breakfast seems taboo. The nicotine and caffeine folks can't see the connection. So true. I mean, if you smoke, a lot of people get up, make it while their coffee's brewing, they step out on the back deck, they have a smoke, and then they have their coffee. Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, those are drugs. Those are those.
Right.
Absolutely.
Legal, but still drugs.
Yeah. And she says everybody's got things that right.
Yeah.
And
But how do they function so well? They act like they're not even drunk. Have you guys noticed that? Like my grandparents, alcohol was water.
Well, it's because because right.
You know, like
I don't think they're. I mean, a lot of those people that you have in the morning, it's not so much drunk at that point. I think a lot of them are doing it to just quickly take the edge out. What do they call it? The hair of the dog, right? They're trying to just re-regulate, even though they probably aren't regulated or normal.
So the hair of the dog, which means they were tying one on the night before,
right?
Which means they tie one on.
Thank you, Drew. Because I was like, what the hell is he talking about? The hair of the dog? Like it sheds off or something? Or like, what are we talking about here?
Well, I mean, that's the thing for me, like with alcohol has a very much lasting effect in your body, just like even the next morning, right? You need to reset yourself or to re-regulate, right? To put yourself in a better situation. In that respect, for me, I feel alcohol is a lot more dangerous, right? I don't know because of that fact.
Are we possessed? I'm hearing like dollars.
No, we know she's got her kid in the car.
Oh,
I have my son. I'm sorry.
Your pretty picture up there, their new haircut.
You play with me. That's all I hear. I'm like, wait,
maybe that's that third voice in your head. Well, wait, no, it's really the girl on the phone.
What you got, Ken?
So, first of all, let's put it out there. There's no such thing as a high functioning alcoholic. That's a myth and something that's made.
Oh, yeah,
right. Secondly, I am literally the worst guy to talk about this stuff because I like coffee. I can drink coffee all the way till I go to bed. It just right. But I can go an entire day without coffee. Right. When we go to man camp, I smoke the shit out of shit. Right. And if we're not at man camp, not so much.
That's crack, folks.
Right. So my personality and the chemistry set that I have doesn't rely on all that stuff. And there's weekends, there's days where I get up and I'm like, nah, don't feel like a cup of coffee. So I don't drink coffee the entire day. And I don't get headaches. It doesn't bother me. Right. People who smoke cigarettes all the time are like, because I take my corncob pipe, I'll smoke cigarettes, whatever, because I'm there to destroy myself a little bit. Right. And then he's
there to be corn cob.
And then I come back and people who smoke all the time or have smoked and don't. So like Mike Krejci's a good, he hasn't smoked for like 17 years. And he's like, if I were just to have one puff of a cigarette, I'd probably start again. Right. You know what I mean? And people go, I don't understand how you do that. I'm like, I don't know.
How you do on and off.
Right. And for me, I don't. That's the way my chemistry is.
Your mind's straight. You got a really strong mindset.
Right.
To say no, and we're done. Yeah, and where other people are like their body and the inner voices in their head.
Yeah. So that's why I say I'm a kind of weird cat for that. I don't understand, why people do things the way people do things. Right. I'm the guy though that I can take a shower before bed, but I got to take a shower in the morning.
100%.
Right.
I'm the same way.
And so, hey, Bob's in.
Oh, no.
Right. Come on in.
All right, Pops.
All right.
He must have hit the wrong button.
Oh, maybe. Oh, they need to connect.
But you say like for you, right? The reasoning behind it, right? You're doing it, I'm assuming, for relaxation, right? To chill out, you're enjoying yourself. It's not something that your body craves every day. Right.
Yeah.
Real smokers, right? Like intense smokers and drinkers, their body literally craves that every day.
Well, So we could go down the psychological road, right? And get all feely gushy, and anybody who's got an addiction is trying to fill a void in their life or a gap or fill something, right? And then it just gets to the point where it's like. You know what I mean? It's just like, and then it gets to a point where you don't even think about it, and you're like, hey, yeah, man, I gotta stop at 7-Eleven, get a couple of 40s, and away we go. And it's great now because I can, fill this up, and cops don't know that I'm drinking Mai Tais all day in the car driving around in school zones, right?
Until they, excuse me, what's on your breath?
you know.
Sure,
And
driving.
listen, if you're that guy too, the best thing you can do is go out to Amazon and get fart spray. So if you do get pulled over, just spray that fart spray right by your window. And they're not going to stick their head in and try to smell you at that point.
That's a hell of a tactic right there. I never thought about that.
Yeah, so that's
everybody's got their king.
That's my PSA for the day. And drive drunk, have fart spray. That's it.
Not brought to you by the grounds, by the way, or 216 Creator Studios. That is pure and simply KJ's take on life.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then just tell them you got bubble guts and you got diarrhea, and they'll smell that and be like, gotta go.
Right.
Okay.
I'm swerving because I'm clinching.
That's right.
I got a turtle.
Right.
I'm not going to trust this last fart.
That's right.
Yeah, so I think that I could. My father was an alcoholic. My brother was an alcoholic.
My grandfather was. Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody in the long line of Italians in my household, alcoholics of some kind, or had an addiction problem of some kind. And strong blue collar, hard worker. From labor to a printing press kind of guy. My dad was a printer at Commerce Clearinghouse, and him and the guys would, I don't know, they'd meet up for breakfast, liquid breakfast, before they would go operate like steel press machinery.
Yeah, things you can lose fingers.
And then when the boss would call him into the office, it was like, you need a drink, Tone. And he'd have the bottle, he'd pour a glass, you know what I mean? And they would meet about the day. I'm like, how the fuck do you do anything?
No, listen.
I would be a train wreck. Alcohol, especially, I can't.
I got some friends who own businesses, service businesses and whatnot, and that are stoned 24/7, and I don't understand that either. I'm like, man, I would be sleeping 24/7. I'm not like, and they're successful. Don't get me wrong. They are successful, right? By every stretch of the imagination. And I'm just like, I mean,
what a bragging right. You know what I mean? At the end of a lifespan, you're like, look what I did. And I did it all fucked up.
Right.
What a bragging right.
Right. But think about it this way. That
person still stoned.
Right. Still stoned. That's
Thank you
my
very
headstone.
much.
But
Thank you very much.
think about that one. The person that you're talking about, really. So, and this is something I kind of toy with too. Are they really stoned? Right. Or are they just, because the people that are drinking, like, I know they're just trying to re-regulate. They're trying to slow basically themselves down, right? Their brain, at least in my case, right? I know when I have just a small drink.
Case, is that what you do in the morning?
I don't drink. I really don't drink much.
You're making it sound like you're defending this.
He does, really.
No, I'm asking, well, maybe. But I'm asking about, as far as this person that he says is stoned all day long, are they stoned or are they just getting themselves in the right mindset? And I, you know what I mean? Well, some people, like my brain with the ADHD brain, right? My bing, 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 right?
Yes.
And for me to slow it down.
The child molester is just trying to get in the right mindset.
Yeah, wow. Don't talk about yourself like that. But I mean, that person, he's putting himself to where he or she feels that now they're in their best.
Or they,
right, to do their best possible job. And that's how they feel they are doing it properly or adequately focused on their job. They might not be, but it's their perception, right? That I'm doing great. You're saying they're successful.
That's why athletes do PEDs, right? Performance enhancing drugs. I gotta get I gotta get there. Gotta get to the next level. I mean, addiction. And listen, I'm not making light of addiction. Addiction is a very bad thing, right?
It's
and if you are addicted, then you should really seek help. Unless you're addicted to 216 Creator Studios. Of course, like, smash, and follow, subscribe, all those buttons out there on our YouTube channel. Check us out at www.216creatorsstudios.com. But yeah, I think that the people will talk themselves into that. Oh, I need that. I can't get going without my cup of coffee. And caffeine's probably the most used drug, the most addicted, and we don't care. We're like, hey, you're 12. Let's get the mochaccino, frappuccino, extra shot.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Here you go, Betty. Here you go, Bobby. right?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you can't drink coffee. It's bad for you. Here's a ghost energy drink. Let's really get you in there.
Yeah.
Let's see what Shana says.
Yeah. Shana says, sometimes when people say they don't understand, it's more a judgment. I think that sin differently, as they say, right? And some of us may sin differently. I'm terminally curious and can withhold judgment until I do understand. Not everyone does that. THC reduces inflammation and reduces pain. Alcohol makes people more attractive. They all have a moment. Well, nicotine. Nicotine also reduces inflammation, right? Nicotine is a very good drug for your body. Right? So there's all this.
Thank you.
There's all of these medical studies that can show that yes, THC, nicotine, whatever, it can be health advantages, right? And the one that I love, Scott always uses, hey, God made it, it's natural, right?
I like the way you said that. I don't think I've ever talked like that.
It's natural. Sugar.
The only thing I say is natural is
processed sugar.
Horrible.
Is more addictive than cocaine.
I was going to bring that up, the sugar thing with kids these days,
which is and all the processed stuff. It's just bad, right? The corn syrup, all that kind of.
And you
stuff.
don't even realize like the sugar thing that you brought as far as the addiction, right? That is an epidemic.
Yeah.
Of issues. I mean, like, so my grandbabies, they don't really get sugar. We tried it, and my daughter does a fantastic job. And don't give them the normal, typical stuff that most of us were raised on, right? We try to get it all natural, all organic. I mean, my grandkids, instead of grabbing an apple, will grab like a bell pepper. Kid you not.
Yeah, there's a lot of good vitamin C in a bell pepper.
Right, yeah.
It actually has more vitamin C than an
it's
orange.
got a lot of good stuff. But so we took them last night to Culver's. We went out to the Culver's with them last night because they really wanted to go. And so we went. And if they were good, they get the little the tokens that says good for one Sunday or whatever. Oh my God. They don't get sugar.
Yeah.
My grandson, he went from like 0 to 100 and uncontrollable. And I'm like perfect example. It was a totally different person, right? And that really sets forth how much that sugar really is a drug. Most people don't even, it's just sugar.
Did they spend the night at your house?
No, thank God.
Good work.
No, I felt bad. I felt bad when
it
was my daughter that said, yeah. I'm like, okay. But you know what I mean? You don't realize something so simple as that has such a detrimental effect on people, right? And it's not even, people don't even think, I'm addicted to sugar. They don't think that's not a bad thing. I'm addicted to alcohol. That's a horrible thing.
Addictive qualities as cocaine.
Well,
right.
Addiction, not addiction. There's always help that you can probably find out there. Take a look at this.
Do you want to grow a team of transformational leaders who can take your organization to the next level? Do you want to attract, retain, and develop top talent? Do you want to leverage generational insights and improve your employees' communication, interpersonal, and productivity skills? If your answer is yes to any or all of these, you are in the right place. Steve Steele and Ernalina DeCumos, hosts of The Leader's Edge, are seasoned coaches and facilitators with Maxwell Leadership Team. They will leverage leadership content, tools, and resources to help turn your leaders into transformational leaders with influence and impact, so everyone wins. This highly effective program not only provides the knowledge and skills necessary to lead, coach, and communicate more effectively, but Steve and Ernie have resources available to impact others throughout your organization so that everyone can be led well. So contact us at pathtoleadersedge@gmail.com and let Steve and Ernie help grow your organization by creating an influence in which others want to engage.
And the cool thing is that is one of the hottest podcasts here, 216, starting to grow and grow and grow. Every Thursday at 1 p.m. Central, you can check them out live. They will answer questions and things in the comment section. But just great show. Good stuff, especially if you own a business or lead any. Like even if you're a leader at church or whatever, it's really good.
Yeah, I don't think they have the meetings with Scotch.
No.
But
right,
they can definitely help you gain success.
They can. They're great. But yeah, for me, and I don't, and I'm with you, Shayna. I don't judge. I am forever curious, and I watch the people and try to understand. It's that seek first to understand.
I was just gonna say I don't judge either. For me, I'm trying to understand it.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on and how does that really help, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I don't do that because for me, I say if it works for you, that's great. Right?
Yeah.
I judge the fuck out of everybody. What? I mean, it's everybody, so it's not biased.
Yeah.
You're an equal opportunity judger.
Yeah, then that's fine.
But
that's fine.
Right, but is it necessarily negatively judged, right?
I'm Italian, so
well, that is it. Okay, so
right.
The Italian thing that's not for every Italian, though, right?
You're being judged right now.
Yeah, and
I know that. I can see it in your eyes.
Yeah, I mean, nicotine right now, it's very interesting, right? That Philip Morris and the big nicotine companies. I mean, in the state of Wisconsin, they have banned all vapes. You cannot buy a vape. You cannot use a vape.
Can't manufacture.
Right, and a lot of the laws that are being passed, Philip Morris starting to throw a little money around, but you can't do it, and that's because the cigarette industry or the old-fashioned smoky smokes, we're taking a bit of a hit.
We'll speak on the judgment side a little bit because it's got to make sense to judge it a little bit, right? So Scott owns A through Z construction.
Mm-hmm.
Right. He gets a phone call and says that his truck with his logo all over it is in front of the liquor store at 10 a.m. picking up alcohol.
Yeah.
By all means, you should be fucking judging that.
Well, 100%.
Well,
and a good human should be actually calling that company and saying that because that's. For me, that's the right thing to do. You're not a snitch.
Look, and again, if you're that,
you're not.
Yeah.
You could be saving lives.
Listen, again, if you're that employee, take the 3-foot ladder in with you. So if you take the 3-foot ladder in with you, then it's going to look like you're doing work there. Nobody's going to judge that. Nobody.
Then he walks out with the ladder and a bag.
Yeah, nobody's going to question that, right? They're like, oh, they must be there doing some work. And then you walk out with don't get the big 8-footer.
Yeah, sneaky.
Don't get the big 8-footer and take your toolbox in. Put the beer in the toolbox. Come out with the ladder in the toolbox. I think you were there working.
So your judgment, I feel that's a proper judgment, right? You look at that person, you go, holy shit, 10 o'clock in the morning. Now, but also in the back of my head, did that guy just get off work? Did he work third shift and he's picking up liquor to go home?
Sure.
Like when we get off work, a lot of people get done work and they'll go to the bar.
That's on a we'll say a ghosted judgment, but it's your truck.
Right.
And
I get that one.
Did he just get off work, Scott? Right. You're like, fuck no. He's on
he's just going. Right.
Now you have to show up to the site and be like, go home.
But with that a judgment, you throw in an assumption. Right. And it's probably right, but you have to be careful what we assume.
What if they told you, well, no, boss, it's for later. It's for after work.
That's bullshit. That's a lie. You know that, no matter what.
Make sure I got them.
Yeah, they're gonna sell out. It's the hottest Budweiser cans on the market.
Right.
They're collector's editions.
Right. Like 340 ounces.
Right.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, I think like you say you're judging all the time. I think we all do to a certain extent, but are you actually putting it out there, right? Is your judgment clouding your vision of that person, right? In this respect, my judgment
is purely for entertainment.
I love your judgment. I love your judgment. I mean, the comments that come out of your mouth.
I'm old school Italian where I would sit on a porch and be like, this fucking guy, right? And it was just out of entertainment. I don't know. I could be 100% wrong about the guy, but I'm having fun.
Listen, I was just talking with a buddy yesterday. I mean, we do motorcycle rides, right? We'll do runs, save the titties runs, things like that, right? Yeah. And it goes from bar to bar to bar. And if I'm on two wheels, I'll never drink. I will not have a drop of alcohol, not one, right? But you watch all these two-wheelers just getting loaded at every bar. And I sit there and I scratch my head, right? And I'm like, whew, boy, look. You
gotta wonder how.
Yeah.
You gotta wonder how they make it, because for me, like definitely changes your equilibrium. And getting on a bicycle. I can't do it. I don't understand how they do it. So I'll judge the hell out of that scenario, right? Because that causes you and me as bikers, right, to be grouped into the biker category, if you will.
Yeah.
Right. Like, oh, they ride bikes, they drink, they're, I mean, the way it used to be, the old culture, now it's CEOs and people riding them too. But I don't know how people do that. So I would definitely be judging that.
I mean, on all those,
I
love going on those rides. It's fun, when you have, 300 bikes, just a big, you get 2 miles.
Totally cool.
You get 2 miles of motorcycles just rolling through, and the rumble and the roar and
just the camaraderie. It's fun. The camaraderie, and for a good.
But cause.
Thank you.
I like a good tractor parade.
Yeah, that's always good out there.
Go to Lena, Illinois. You'll get a great one.
Yeah, I mean, it's
tractor. I
but again, it's I'm like, all right, well, let me be in front of those people, because if they go down, then there's 200 bikes behind them.
Oh yeah,
domino.
Well, and that's the thing, right? Their dumb decisions, and this is why I judge it, because their dumb decision is not only going to hurt them. If you're stupid enough to do something like that, and it's only going to harm you, yes, I feel bad, but that's fine. You made your own destiny, right? But if you do something like that in the rides that we go on, one fall, you take out the entire line potentially, right? That's not thinking smart, and that's not, I'm going to use the word fair, right? Because you're not giving everybody the equal opportunity to enjoy this, right? Because now I've got in my mind that Kent drank. So now I'm going to pay potentially more attention to him, right? And it's going to spoil that day, potentially.
Right.
So I am going to judge him. So we're all judging, but do we make it change our view of that person?
Yeah.
And is it a good
Weird
change?
I just, listen, it's okay to judge people. You're not hurting it.
Yeah. No.
And by all means, sometimes judging something. So
yeah.
Honestly, I give a shit what anybody thinks about me judging anybody, because I'll be judging them right at that moment of them.
That's right.
They're judging me, judging them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Sounds like a song.
It is.
Judging me and judging
it's
them.
It's a new band name. Listen, folks, if you're just tuning in, check us out on YouTube, 216 Creator Studios. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Ding that bell for the future notifications. Always appreciate the support. Kent, what do we got in the bowl of tricks today?
Before we do that, I don't know who does better, the boozer or the weedy.
Oh,
I don't imbibe on anything when I'm on two wheels. It's just I'm that scared. Like I can't.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Intoxication is intoxication.
Right. I can't.
I'll disagree with that one. Intoxicating is intoxicating.
You're impaired. You're impaired. Doesn't matter.
Right.
You could be laughing impaired.
All right. I'll go
You're
with that.
You're still
one.
fucking impaired.
Right. You are definitely not 100% right. I'll go with that one. But as far as overall body function, granted, it's different for everybody. But as far as an alcoholic versus a weed user, I think there's definitely a different vibe and
it's just a different
control.
Well,
it's a different.
You're still impaired. You're not high. The high that God gave you. If you put something in your body that impairs you,
you're chemically altered.
You're impaired. You're chemically altered. It doesn't matter if it's for the good, the bad, or the ugly.
Correct.
You're still not 100% focused.
That is true.
Of any kind,
100%
whatsoever.
Right. I could take an opioid and I'm fine. I just don't feel right. My brain isn't right. But all right, what do we got in there, Scott?
Nothing.
Here it is.
Here it is. Oh God, I got glasses for this.
Oh, this was good. Okay.
What's one thing you do now that you never thought you would when you were young? Ooh, that's a good question.
What's in the grounds? The grinds here, brought to you by our good friends over at Minuteman Press at Crystal Lake. This is where we pull it right out of the old beans, and we grind on this. And the question today is,
once again, what's one thing you do now that you never thought you would when you were young? Eat cottage cheese.
Eat cottage cheese.
Isn't that the? I mean, when as a kid,
I
think that's funny.
I didn't when I was young, and I don't do it now.
I kind of flippantly threw that out there, but I mean, as a kid, you always see the older people eating all the cottage cheese.
One thing I think, and I understood it when I was older, as a father, is use the words because I said so. Because
you never thought you'd say that?
I never thought in a million years I would ever say that. And
that's a controlling thing, right?
Now I understand why my parents said it. And it's, do as I say, not as I do kind of thing. But it's my father, every time I ask for an answer, I do it because why? Sometimes when your kids drive you up a goddamn tree, because I said so is the fucking answer.
Yeah.
It just is.
And in the kid's eyes, that's igniting. What do you mean just because you said so?
Right.
Right.
Well, because the answer that they want isn't going to be the answer that I give them.
Right.
So sometimes to end it, so there's no fight, it's because I said so.
Right. Just the way it is.
Shayna says earplugs at concerts. I can't hear anyway. So
what?
Yeah.
Right.
Doesn't matter anyway. So yours is cottage cheese.
No, I'm thinking a little. I just thought that was the first thing that came to my mind.
I mean, it's a tough question,
right?
You know. Probably, trim my nose hair. It happens, right? When you get an ear hair, nose hair, didn't think you'd do that.
That's grow on your head anymore.
Yeah, right. Everywhere else. Boy, it's a really tough question. That's a thinker.
You came up with the question.
I know, but it's a good question.
Had something in there, right?
But it's a good question. One thing that I do today that I never thought I would do.
Say no to another dog.
Hey, that's tough. That's tough.
Tell your wife you got a headache.
Yeah,
no, that ain't happening.
I'll battle through that.
That's a once in a lifetime.
Right.
I got a headache. No, you don't.
Through it.
That's right. My goodness. Man.
Good question, Ken. He can't even answer his own.
No, it is.
Anybody else out there?
That's what this is designed to do, right? Is take that in a different direction. And I'm not. I mean, yeah, I agree with you, right? There is that, and I've used that line. I think all parents have, and it's. But I don't want to go with that. I don't want to take the easy out. Like, oh yeah, me too. That's it.
Glad I spoke up. I don't have anything else. But I guess it's one of those things, right? So. You got to think about when you're young and you are always like, fuck this guy, right? And then you get older, and you're like, oh, I understand that now. So I think that's where that turns.
So for me, it's funny you say that. When I was a kid, I always got advice from older folks. And I'm like, putting in their 2 cents to people. I'm like, I'm never going to do that. Who am I now?
Mr.
Life right. Well, and it's funny because obviously there was something lacking that really resonated with me that doing that, right? Like as much as I was kind of like, what do you know? Right. But apparently part of my brain was absorbing that going, wait, maybe you do know what you're talking about. And I'm going to listen, but I'm going to pretend I'm not because I'm a snot-nosed little kid.
Oh.
Right. But I kind of, as you guys know, I find myself doing that. I never thought I would be the guy saying, well, you know what you should do.
Oh boy.
And I don't like that. And Kent is the one we work back and forth because the should word is just like shitting on somebody, right? You should do that. Why? Because you're not doing it right. Well, it's not really the thing.
Yeah, right.
So that is one thing that actually blows my mind. And I've been working diligently on making sure I at least change my verbiage because I don't want to come off as, like my family calls me TED Talks.
Oh boy.
Because when I get involved, because when I get very passionate about things, I will spew.
We know.
Right.
No.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
What?
Right. So and that's something.
Mark the time.
Time out. Time out.
What?
Okay.
When does this
Are
happen?
you aware of this, Ken?
When has this happened? I don't.
Yeah, on the ground today.
Fred Flintstone feet walking around
Right.
fires, preaching to preach.
Preaching to preach.
But I mean, for me, when as a kid, I thought, what the fuck do you know? You're just an old stupid man, right? Well, now as an adult, I'm going.
You're
now
the
I
old
get it.
stupid man?
Well, I'm the old stupid man, but I get it, right? Like wanting to help, genuinely wanting to help, right? Like make their day better, make their maybe influence on them to make their life better, when maybe it's not even something that they're asking for, but I go ahead and give it to them anyway, because I see that they might be struggling, right? Or this is something that would be more beneficial to them. So that for me, as you said that, I'm thinking, well, that's something I never thought I would do. I just always thought I just mind my business and keep moving on, not trying to tell.
Yeah, I'm cry with another man. That's not a big deal to me. Of course, I'm a hashtag girls dad. So but yeah, a lot of young guys do think being emotional is lack of masculinity. But yeah,
Or is masculine.
Yeah.
Right. The definition of that today as a whole. That's a whole.
Well, totally, because us growing up, boys don't cry.
It's a whole different ball.
Right.
Yeah,
That's a show in itself.
that's a show.
Right.
So
Next week.
Save that for the Browns.
That is.
We'll put that in there. Why do you cry? Let me count the ways.
Are you,
Yeah.
So now, I guess it's one of those things that my kid caught me doing it.
That's a whole nother show, sir.
Right. I should probably reword that.
You gotta lock the
I
door,
know.
Drew.
We're in the backyard.
Your mind went right.
Doesn't anybody knock anymore?
I just got done mowing the lawn, and
Yeah,
I'm
that's what they
staring
call
at
it now,
the
mowing the
grass,
lawn?
Right?
Yes.
Staring at the grass.
Yeah.
And my kids are laughing at me,
But that's so refreshing. It looks so good.
and I'm like, I don't know. Well, you're definitely an old man dad. That's what I got.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I was younger, I used to, get the guys who are like, get off my lawn,
Mm.
get off my lawn, right?
Right.
They go out there and take care of the grass. Well, listen, my grass is just green. It's
That's it.
weeds,
Weeds.
it's crabgrass.
Yeah.
It's everything that blends into making it look like some kind of carpet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm okay with that. I'm not super proud of it. But when you're done mowing the lawn, you feel accomplished or something,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then
That instant
being made fun
gratification.
of between my wife and my kids about being the old man. That's like,
Mm-hmm.
what do I need to do next?
Yeah.
With this lawn kind of thing. But
Right.
other than that, I don't really have too much.
The one thing that I do now that I never thought I would when I was young is I guess this will go to the judging part, but I just get irritated with stupidity.
You didn't think you get irritated with that as a kid?
No, not as a kid. As a kid,
didn't think about it.
as I was young, I was like, I don't care. You have a different opinion than me, or whatever, or you have a different this
Now
than
you're
me.
just like, you're a fucking
And
I love it.
and
As long as you got the right info.
you can't fix it,
You
and
know,
maybe you can't fix it. Maybe that's the problem. But there's the old saying: "It's better to keep your mouth shut than and people think you're an idiot than opening it and proving it."
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people proving it today, and it and especially some of the people I was like, man, I didn't know you were so fucking dumb, right? Does it ruin my day? No. But it takes me a minute to go, I can't believe they're that fucking dumb.
Thank you.
Right?
I'm right on the same page.
And then I gotta sit back and go, well, all right, next, let's
Right.
go. But it's always about it's just how stupid Americans are. And I can only speak for Americans because I'm an American. I've never been outside of this country. But truthfully, we're just dumb society, and I
What do you think we're dumb?
never thought I would waste much energy, thought space, or brain space on how dumb.
Right. Well, so with
People
that
are.
being said, because we've talked about this, do you think they're actually dumb or ignorant? Honestly, well, I mean, there's a difference.
Okay,
Dumb is dumb,
that's-
not smart. Ignorant is knowing.
Remember when Ted said they sometimes it's not safe.
Yeah,
It's one of those.
it's hard. You can't fix stupid,
Right.
right? But if you're ignorant, and that's the problem for me, I feel like the ignorance, right? Because we have more information and knowledge at our palm of our hands right now than
Allegedly.
we ever did. Allegedly,
Allegedly.
correct, right? But yet we are, as you put it, the dumbest society out there. It's like I don't. For me, it's really hard to understand. When you have all that in front of you,
Yeah.
and you choose. Realistically, let's be real. You're choosing to be stupid.
Yeah.
If you know what's going on, but you're going to go against that grain, saying, hey, that if you drive 59, you're going to get pulled over, right? Well, I'm going to do 60, or I'm going to do, I'm going to do 59. Well, why not do 58? Well, because you know what the outcome is going to be at 59, but they choose
Yeah.
to do it, right? And that's ignorance to me. They know the rules. They plan to push them,
Yeah.
and that's annoying to me. And then they get mad. Well, I didn't do it. It's not my fault. Why does everyone else get away with it?
Yeah.
It's like, well, because you got caught this time.
Well, yeah. I mean, right.
Right? I mean,
Life is not fair. It's not a bowl of
No.
fucking cherries.
No.
It's the complete opposite of all of that.
Yeah.
And listen, the human race is young. It's young. As old as we think it is, it's still pretty young compared to the age of the Earth or anything out in the galaxy.
Absolutely.
We are just a step above the
We're a blip.
white-faced capuchin monkey, which is the most dangerous animal.
And NASA said they're going to put a man on the moon.
Well, I mean, right? White face kombucha monkey.
That's right.
Most dangerous one.
I think when you say society or when you say ignorance versus dumb, it's just, first of all. Secondly, I think bad decision making is really the answer to all of it. Some people wake up in the morning and they go, well, bad decisions aren't going to make themselves today. And they just go out and do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then there's some people that calculate like a surgeon about their decision making. And those people are the ones that gain this world of success and have a popularity or do right for other people. Can dumb people do good for others? Yeah, of course they can. And they probably do. And it's just of no fault to them. The apple in the tree, they weren't shown, they weren't taught, they don't know how to learn, they don't know how to find it. Some are just ignorant, or some of them are hey, it's 10 a.m. Let's get 2 tall boys and a company truck.
Yeah.
Make good decisions, and if you don't think you can, talk to somebody who does, become part of that space, right? It's 100% true what they say. If you are around 5 successful people, there'll be a 6th.
Yeah.
Right.
You are the sum of the people that you hang around, right?
So Bob says the older I got, the smarter my parents got syndrome. He never thought would be
right. You never thought your parents, they don't know what they're talking about, and you wouldn't listen to them. Now you're like, just like Drew. I said so.
So I
get it.
So again, being a different cat, I had 3 older brothers, and I watched them goof up. So I knew my parents were pretty smart, right? And I knew how to step around that. But I never thought that my folks, or my dad, my mom, they're smart people. I've always thought that. But again, I had the opportunity to watch my 3 older brothers fuck up.
Don't do that.
My father was not an educated man, but he was the most street smart motherfucker.
That's educated.
Right.
He wasn't
classically trained.
Right.
My mom was an educator.
Yeah.
My dad won the fucking game when he married her.
Yes, they were, Shayna. They were very.
It was a very unique couple, I should say. Well, yeah, I mean, there's different where you grow up and where you're at. What do you consider smart?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
He says, "I'm not a smart man, but I know what."
I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is.
That's Forrest Gump.
Sounds like a little Forrest Gump. Shayna says, and this is true too. And I love that you bring this up too, is I recently have needed to tell myself that all the pregnant people eating Tylenol are AI. That's and truthfully, there's so much garbage out there to feed into people's algorithm to get them all fired up. And I'm like, they're and here's the whole thing is, again, I don't spend a lot of time on social media, only watching 216 Creator Studios, great podcasts, right? You
get smarter off
today at 3 we've got and this is an interesting thing. So today at 3, 2 gregarious guys, the topic is what would I tell my 18-year-old self? Right. And so here's some business people, and they're going to have Blake Ladika. He was the MC. For Music Fest. Yeah. He'll be their guest in studio today at 3. That'll be a really, really good show.
I'm on that one. I'm going to ponder that all day long. What I tell myself.
Yeah, there's so much. I don't want to say the tag word misinformation, but there's so much now created, AI generated fallacies out there that people buy into. It's crazy, right?
I just know that I'd tell myself, my 18-year-old self, hey, when she's playing with her hair, that means she likes you.
Yeah,
she's not bored.
Keep
moving forward. He likes you.
Make the movie Idiocracy funny again. It is. You know what? Steve was like, "You got to watch this. You got to watch this, Deke. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it." And I watched the thing. It was the stupidest movie I've ever seen. Idiocracy. See, absolutely dumb.
Good waste of your time.
It was, but there's a lot of truth to it as well, right? You're like, oh, we're there in a lot of aspects. Shayna's like, when I was young, I never thought I could see myself buying legal weed.
No shit, right?
Right.
What did you do as a kid to get it? Oh, we had to drive here. I had to see my buddy Tony. Then we go see Tony, and then Tony, we'd sit for a half hour. He'd meet us in the parking lot.
That's a fine line too. It's still kind of a federal thing, so are you?
Well, she could do it when she was younger.
Honestly, to be honest with you, here's a perfect example. As a kid, I never thought I'd be doing it.
Superstores.
Right.
Right. It was Jimmy's basement. You're like, holy shit, look at all this stuff. And now they
go over and got a couple different.
Now they call them dispensaries. Right.
She says she's got a guy.
Yeah, I got
it.
I got it.
Well, here I was just thinking about this one. Even though they didn't have, I never thought when I was a kid that I would be doing what I'm doing with you guys. 216 Creator Studios on a podcast, trying to help make the world a better place.
Podcast didn't exist back then.
Right. But there were talk shows and stuff like that. But now we're doing it out to the masses, right? And I'm sure we've helped one person. We probably fucked up a couple million others, but we might have helped one. And I'm pretty proud of that. I never thought I could say that, right? I mean, as a kid, because I was a shitty kid. I really was. I mean, I know you guys are going to kind of make fun of, but I was not a great kid. I was.
Nope. This is the TED Talk.
This is right. This is the TED Talk.
This is the TED Talk.
That's something I never thought I would do, man. And that's cool. I think it's awesome. You guys help bring that to light. Someday you two some bitches are gonna get it.
I know.
And when you do, you're gonna be like,
that's cool. And I didn't even think about
that.
We'll
be like, it was just dessert.
And truthfully, I didn't think about that. That's an easy pick. I didn't think that I'd own a media company.
Yeah. Right. Think about that shit when you say that.
Yeah. I used to listen to Mancow.
Oh yeah.
I used to listen.
Oh, he's
like, man, it would be awesome to be on the radio or do whatever.
And I appreciate you tuning in this morning, Mancow.
Yeah. So think about that one, right?
I mean, come on the show.
Yeah,
I'm sure you got a few subjects.
Yeah, love to
bring
Terry
with you.
That's right.
Is he still around?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Freak.
Freak. Dude, we were so bad we used to chase them around in the morning. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, never, probably when I was young, I was an entrepreneur. I mean, I had, a lawn mowing business, delivered papers, so I probably knew deep down that I'd be an entrepreneur, but but when we grew up, it was go to school, get a degree, work 30 years and retire, for General Motors and then retire,
it's funny when you're an entrepreneur, you want to be an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
It's everybody else that stops you.
Yeah.
It's everybody else that is the fear.
They're the ones that can tell you can't do it.
They think that they're doing you a justice.
Yeah.
Right. And not necessarily do they think they can't, but they want to see you have the security.
Yeah.
Right. Because that's what they.
Well, a lot of people will try to stop you from succeding because they're not succeeding themselves, right? Because then it's like you're pushing you down.
That's not where I'm going with this.
Oh, okay.
Still can be, Nate. Let's talk.
Like let's say my wife would stop me because she's like, it's the security. You don't have insurance. You don't have, and this is a risk.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not because she's not successful.
Right.
She just wants the security.
Yeah.
My parents were like, why don't you just get a goddamn job?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
because I don't want to work for somebody else.
And then it was like 10 years later, I was like, I'm making 5 times the amount of money you've ever made. Right. I'm like, should I still get a job? It was finally they caught on. They're like, this is his thing.
Perspective.
Right.
Yeah.
So haters will always hate, Scott.
Right.
That.
Right.
So there's people out there that don't want you to succeed. That will try to stop you because for some reason in their mind, you are not better than them.
Yeah.
And then you are not allowed to be better than them.
What? Yeah.
And so here's the difference between the network. Our network, we're the first ones on the pedestal to go like this. Let me give you the boost up. I want you to be better than me.
Right. Let me help
because I know if I can get you to be better than me, you'll reach your hand down and be like, come on up.
Well, there's a saying out there that givers get, right? You help, you get help.
Yeah.
And for me, I get, that's a thing actually, the more I think about it, I never thought as a kid that I would want to help people as much as I help them now. Right. For me, I was a very selfish individual and some days still am. Right. For reasons. Right. But I never saw myself being out there to want to help people because, people pissed me off when I was a kid. They were mean. They were assholes. So I didn't want to help anybody. I'm like, I'm just going to do my own thing. But I actually feel better as a person helping people and giving the limited TED Talks that I do throw out to them hoping that maybe some type of nugget.
Did you just say the words limited?
That's a store that I shop at.
So you and I'll have a conversation later about what your word
about the definition of limited.
Right.
Limited. Let's put that in the beans. What is your definition?
Let me boost you up.
Right. But I mean, that's something to think about. You know, I never thought I'd be in this situation. I love it.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's I mean, we've got some great new shows that are going to be coming around the way. We've got the Echoes of AI, which is going to be coming. We are putting together one, Stuck in the Middle with You. It's going to be very interesting. That'll be really pushing the envelope for what
Political.
Yeah, that'll be right along that political edge.
Right in the line.
And we've got perhaps we'll get Luna Moon in here. May have another medium coming in with a show, which is great. It's just a lot of good things.
We got a reaction video coming in called React to That.
Yeah. Shared Connections, 2 ball guys coming back. So there are a lot of things right around. A lot of things right around the horizon. Just great shows, great content, great topics, and a lot of them which will make you laugh, which I think a lot of people need to do, which is fun. But yeah, I mean, to me, there's if I were to say, one thing, that I do now is I've got friendships through this company with people that I idolized as a kid. We've created friendships with incredible musicians, right? That we used to rewind their cassette tapes to.
And
right?
you thought they were like untouchable people, right? And now you just realize they're just normal people.
And when you have them in your phone and they text you, hey, we're going to be around, and you're like,
right.
Like what did I do to deserve this shit?
It's so surreal at times, as you're sitting there listening to Pink Floyd, and you're listening to that saxophone solo and you're stoned out of your gizzard on bad weed, then all of a sudden Scotty Page is like, hey guys, I'm going to be boppity bop. And you're like, you never thought that you'd be sitting there having lunch with Scotty Page from Pink Floyd, right? And not like a fan, like I'm rubbing his nipples, but like a friend where you're talking, you're shooting the shit about everyday stuff.
Mind you, big shout out to Thomas Claxton. Thomas is the coolest guy in the world. What a smart dude.
So smart.
This guy went out and found all these legends to build a band with. And he's the youngest one of the bunch, right?
Shayna, Scott does that. Yeah.
What?
Looking for a guy to do a home inspection.
I can take care of you, Shayna. Give me a call.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't throw my number out there. I guess it doesn't matter. Just give me a call, Shayna. It's Community Home Inspections. You can find me on the web. Give me a call. Call me anytime. I'll definitely take care of you. Love having you on the show and love all your. Actually, I'll get to meet you. That's awesome.
That's
in person.
Better.
It's in person.
I'm starting to think she might be real.
Yeah. Right.
For a while, I was like, this is just a bot.
Yeah. Think about the comment that you just made, the statement you just made. Think about what we just did last week.
Yeah.
Or the week before, right? We're sitting there talking to Dustin Lynch or Dylan Lynch.
Yeah, Dustin.
Everyone's all the girls are swooning the greatest guy in the world. He's just a normal dude. He came up and started talking to you. You didn't even realize who he was.
Yeah, I know. I was like, get off the stage. Cap. Get off the stage.
Yeah, he's in a baseball cap and regular clothes, and you're like, who are you? You look down, and here's the superstar, right? Oh, and he's talking to us like humans, right?
Speaking of music, Rose Away, band from Paris,
a pop band from Paris,
are now coming to Crystal Lake and playing at the Row.
Truly, truly cool. She plays the flute, he plays the drum. That's the band.
And I'll tell you what,
I like the girl that plays the flute.
It's amazing.
Yeah, they're
Wednesday, October 15th at 7 p.m. At the Row Center. And I think right now, there's a buy one, get one free ticket.
Yep.
Nice.
So right now is the time to get these tickets.
That sounds awesome.
Check it out.
What guy does it?
Definitely gonna be a great show.
Yeah.
If you want to experience something very cool and unique, come check out Rose Away.
Yeah.
I got a lot of respect for a woman that knows how to play a flute.
Yeah. Yeah, be a great show. Listen, we're on the back end of this. We got to get going. Big day ahead of us. But come back at 3 for our good friends, two gregarious guys,
That's gonna be a great
as
show.
they talk about what would I tell my 18-year-old self with Blake Ladika as a special guest. Special guest coming in. It's one you don't want to miss. It's going to be very, very good. Can't thank everybody enough for starting your Fridays out with us here on the grounds as you can every Friday, but also check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all those good things. We're out there trying to make a difference. And again, if you missed an episode, you can run out to 216 the net on any FM. So if you look up radio stations, you can hear the grounds every morning at 6 a.m. Old shows, just old shows. But the cool thing is, and if you go to our website 216 Creator Studios, you can listen live at any time. Great music, great shows. Just it's a good way to have something in the background.
They have a live radio show soon, I think.
Yeah, we're gonna end up
live internet. It's not radio.
It is internet radio.
It's internet radio.
It's right.
Yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in this week. We appreciate you each and every week. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe, and do like Kent and Drew say, check out all the other different shows that we got on 216. It's amazing. Lots of good stuff, lots of fun stuff, lots of stuff to learn. And then, of course, you've got us. You know what I mean? If you can't laugh at us and you can't agree with us at least once in a while, what's life worth, right? But thanks, guys. Appreciate you tuning in. Go out there, be the change you want to see in the world. Have a great weekend.
Tired of negative content that brings you and your algorithm down, ruining your day? Don't be that guy. Level up your screen time. Welcome to 216 Creator Studios. We are fun, funny, informational, educational, entertaining, motivating, and we are here for your listening and viewing pleasure. Make sure you check out the grounds every Friday morning. We live stream at 7:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Kent, Drew, Scott, Steve, and Kelsey will make you laugh, cry, and learn something new. Or how about Let's Talk Local, a community podcast spotlighting local businesses and events and the stories of how and why they do what they do. Or how about Around the Piano, where Tim Paul and Drew Cappuccino interview new, talented musicians as well as some of the great titans of the music industry. And if none of that strikes your fancy, how about one of my personal favorites? The Stories of the Paranow. Watch as Seabass, and myself research, react, and judge some of the craziest paranormal articles and videos that we can find on the net. And if none of those strike your fancy, we have so many other shows to watch, and we're bringing new ones in all the time. So go to YouTube, 216 Creator Studios, hit that live tab, hit that like button, that share button, that comment button, that subscribe button, ring that bell so that you never miss an episode. Our shows are broadcast on youtube.com/@216thenet/streams. Find us, follow us, and get inspired today. 216 Creator Studios, content that moves you forward.